Court Uncut. What the people want.
You are Juan Jose Serna. Mr. Serna, you now stand charged yet again with burglary of a motor vehicle. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. Please.
There's very one moment my system is. On March 20th, 2025, law enforcement officer was dispatched to a burglary of a motor vehicle that occurred in Old Navy parking lot in Harris County, Texas. A law enforcement officer spoke to two witnesses who viewed the incident. The first witness stated that the suspect's motor vehicle pulled up the complaining witness's motor vehicle, and the suspect wearing a camouflage hoodie got out and pulled on a door handle of the complaining witness's motor vehicle, attempting to open it. That set off the alarm of the motor vehicle, and the first witness advised that the suspect got back into a car, drove off to another area of a parking lot, parked and waited for the alarm to stop alerting. The first witness stated that once the alarm stopped making noise, the suspect jumped back over to the complaining witness motor vehicle, parked, and the suspect in the passenger seat got out and was able to make entry into the complaining witness's motor vehicle. The complaining witness advised that she was walking up to a motor vehicle when she saw a Hispanic male wearing a camouflage jacket sitting in the driver's seat of her motor vehicle. The complaining witness stated that the suspect started walking up, jumped out of her motor vehicle, got into the passenger side of a waiting vehicle with an unreadable plate, and the complaining witness then heard the male tell the driver, "Go, go, go." Another law enforcement officer advised he was patrolling when the gold Tahoe that the suspect was observed in passed him at a high rate of speed. Traffic stop was initiated, and the law enforcement officer was able to send pictures from the witness showing the suspect motor vehicle leaving the location to another law enforcement officer who was able to verify the suspect's motor vehicle. After further investigation and search of the suspect, a camo jacket was found in the rear seat, and a flat-pointed screwdriver consistent with the tool that would be used to break a lock on the complaining witness's door.
It was both that were attempting to B&B.
Yes, Your Honor. The defendant is the registered owner of the vehicle, but the motor vehicle was displaying a counterfeit tag that did not come back registered to.
So Mr. Serna is the one that owns the Tahoe?
No, I apologize, Your Honor. Mr.
The other
Stern is the second. Looks like the second individual that was in the passenger, that was in the driver's seat whenever the complaining witness came out of the vehicle, is not the owner of the vehicle.
Judge, if I may, the complainant or the witness stated that she saw a Hispanic male with a camouflage hoodie. When they were pulled over, there's two people in the vehicle. The camouflage hoodie was not on my client, so I'm saying that there's no probable
They
cause.
have both of them in the car, being car.
The both of them in the car.
That's what according to you, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Both individuals.
We're in the car attempting to,
I have the,
Because I thought it read that one person wearing a camouflage hoodie was in the car. when
that was the
somebody-
second one. So the first person goes in, gets out, and then that's when the other one goes in. And then at that point, the complaining witness comes up and tells them to take off. Mr. Serna, let's go through your stuff. Theft of wire or cable. Theft, trespass, evading arrest, burglary of a motor vehicle, theft, assault of a family member, attempted burglary of a motor vehicle, theft, third, burglary of a motor vehicle, unauthorized use of a motor vehicle, evading arrest in a motor vehicle, burglary of a motor vehicle, assault, possession of marijuana, robbery, felony theft, assault, a prior, now a felony, another felony assault, unauthorized use of a motor vehicle, tampering with a government record, felony theft, unauthorized use of a motor vehicle, and now open, you have unauthorized use of a motor vehicle, felony theft, burglary of a motor vehicle, and possession of a criminal. What on earth do we need to do to keep our county safe? It's a rhetorical question, but I don't know what on earth we need to do to ensure that our county and our cars are safe. You live in Houston, dude. You don't live in Montana or Wyoming. People like their guns and they like their cars. And when you muck with the wrong person, they're going to shoot your ass dead. It happens time after time.
Judge, he's due in felony court tomorrow for his felonies. His bond is currently set at 10,000 for this misdemeanor. Can we reset till Friday to see what happens in felony? I'm asking the court to not revoke his bond. His bond is set at 10,000. I'm asking the court to just keep it in place.
So there's nothing for me to revoke because he has not made bond on
In
the
felony, correct.
You're now being held at no bond on at least 2 of the felony cases that I see. If I don't know if you're going to get out, but if you do, I'm ordering you to have home confinement. I don't want you out at all because you scare me, Mr. Sonner. You really do. You're not going to be in possession of weapons. On your other ankle, I'm going to put a scram monitor so I know that you're not consuming alcohol. I don't want you using any dope. And let me be frank. If I find that you break any of these conditions on your bond, I'm going to make your bond so high you'll have teeth popping out. Do you understand? Do we have, who got the co-defendants? Do we have the co-defendants? No contact with the co-defendant, please, Felicia.
Still loading, Your Honor, I apologize. We have the co-defendant, Your Honor.
Say it again.
We have the co-defendant. I'll sit on the 14.
Let me ask you this. You ever had a job before? Like a full-time job?
Yeah.
That's probably a good idea. When you have too much time on your hands, you become self-destructive. So with this, it's just a matter of time, dude. It's either dead or 50 years, man. Really? Life's too short to live in a 6x9 box for the next 50 years. All right. We'll set you for Monday.
Okay, thank you, Judge. Should I have another person on docket?
Okay, sorry. Tell
We
me.
have Dwayne Berard. It's the chief. I'm sorry,
Bond or Jen?
Joe.
Okay.
Okay.
What's the word?
I was speaking with the chief. I'm not sure if he wanted to come up here on this individual. This is for Dwayne Berard, if we can do probable cause.
Sure, of course. It's an assault, right?
Yes, Your Honor. On February 1st, 2025, an officer was notified of an inmate who was assaulted by 2 other unidentified inmates. The officer was informed by the detention officer that the claim stated he had been assaulted by the defendants. The officer was unable to review surveillance video due to the camera being down. The officer interviewed the detention officer who identified the defendants by the description given to him by the complaining witness. The officer interviewed the complaining witness and observed redness and bruises to the right side of his face and a laceration on his right forearm. The complaining witness said that 2 light-skinned black males had entered into a cell yelling.
Joe Torres?
I apologize, I'm reading straight from the number. You gotta get your gay ass out of here. And started stomping and punching him. The complainant was described one male as bald with a beard, and the other had a fade with waves and tattoos. Witness stated both males had seen him previously sitting with a transgender inmate and made comments. Through the description, the detention officer was able to identify the defendants.
Judge, the complainant says that the people that assaulted him were two light-skinned males, one bald with a beard and one with a fade and a beard. My client at the time had an afro. He does not even match the description given by the complainant. So off of the wrong, improper identification of my client, there would be no probable cause to make the arrest. He doesn't even fit the description.
Days?
Your Honor.
I mean, I don't know. You know, that was 2 months ago. Hair grows. I don't.
When I saw him, I got the case, I think February 11th. When I saw him on that date, he had an afro. In his booking photo, he has an afro. Now, after the fact, he has now cut his hair. February 1st is the date of the incident. He had an afro.
So Your Honor, what we have here is, and just come from the office report. By the description given by inmate Gardner, Cameron was able to identify inmate Williams, inmate Gerard, Dwayne. Inmate Gardner was in fear for his life and press charges against said inmates.
I don't know. Do you want to reach out to the officer? Did they like take some kind of
I mean, absolutely.
her,
There
or
was
did they bring
pictures
him?
on the portal. The pictures taken, there is a male with a beard and a fade with tattoos as described by the complainant. However, the picture that's on the DA portal, that's not my client.
So, Your Honor, here's what I've just asked. We reached out to Felony because he does have some serious pending charges. I think we're going to be able to get our case resolved out based on our evaluation of this case. I just need a second here to get Felony to reach back out to me to come to a resolution on this.
I mean, if they have the wrong person, they have the wrong
It's
person.
the wrong person,
I
Judge.
would argue that based on the PC we have in the DIMS.
You want to reach out to them now to see? I'll give
We've
you
already
some.
reached out. We've reached out.
Fine.
And we were here in our last setting for that to happen. It still hasn't.
Ariel, that's not what happened. What happened is Ariel came to me and said, hey, I think y'all have issues with the case. Here's why. I said, okay, we'll take a look. We have taken a look. We've given Felony our concerns for the case. That is what was supposed to happen.
But is it true that the photo that they gave was a different person?
Yes, that is correct, Judge.
Where does
Let's do this. I got a line building up. Show them real
I have
quick.
showed them, Judge. And I gave,
Judge based?
I broke down the case, gave them point, details of what's wrong.
And I'm not, what I'm saying is, Judge, we, based on what Ariel gave me last time, we evaluated the case.
But we all have the discovery on the portal. I did my diligence. That's where I'm going to leave it,
Okay,
Judge.
let's do this. Let me stand down for a second. Can you pull the picture so I can see it real quick as well? And then let me take a look. And if it's not the right person, I'm going to find no PC now.
Okay,
So just, but let me, they've been waiting. Let me, just give me
okay, Judge.
10 minutes. And then let me.
I'll hop back in line and I'll have the picture ready. Thank you.
Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss crazy courtroom moments like this one.